Kamile Kapoc, the Senior Specialist of the Office of the Ombudsperson for Academic Ethics and Procedures of the Republic of Lithuania. I will present you the guidelines that are related to recognition of fake scientific events. These guidelines were created to serve as a guidance for higher education institutions in Lithuania. They provide rather a set of distinctive hints than a set of rules. The main goal of the office was to draw attention of academic community members in Lithuania towards this growing issue and suggest some hints how to recognize fake scientific events. Why now? Well, it was noticed that the emergence and spread of fake scientific events make worry the academic community all over the planet. The manner of this and other similar publishing companies as omics is known to the entire academic community. The manuscript submitted for publication is not peer-reviewed but promptly published once the fee is paid. Such publishing houses are often described as predatory. In 2016, Christoph Burtnack, professor at the University of Canterbury, received a call for a potentially fake scientific event hosted by omics. He submitted an abstract automated by iOS software in nuclear physics, which would be meaningless even to a non-researcher, but was successfully accepted within hours for a presentation at that scientific event. There have been other similar cases like this. For example, a non-medical journalist was accepted to a medical scientific event to read a report simply after a short talk with organizers on the phone. Evidently, the fee and status of students were enough regardless of the lack of competence in the field. Recently, the international academic community has been shocked by a US court ruling related to allegedly scientific acting of the company Omics, a subsidiary of IMedPub LLC. This company has been found to be performing in bad faith. Therefore, it got $50 million fine in US dollars. This is the approximate amount that this company earned from researchers for publishing their publications in their journals from 2011 to 2017. As the topic appeared timely in Lithuania as well, the preparations for guidelines began. In order to develop guidelines, the fake scientific events were analyzed in terms of how they are organized, by who, how prevalent they are, and what types of events emerge and what kind of participants attend such an event. This was achieved by retrieving the literature, which varied from scientists' blogs to press articles published mostly by scientific community. Additionally, the office consulted national stakeholders. All these stakeholders were invited to suggest improvements, so to contribute to refinement of the guidelines. As analysis of collected information was complete, diverse terms related to fake scientific events were identified. The typology and synonymy of scientific events that have emerged alongside predatory publishers over the past few years are as following: junk conference, predatory conference, fake conference, vanity conference, questionable conference, and bogus conference. All these terms describe scientific events that operate similarly as predatory publishing houses. A fee opens doors to everyone to an alleged scientific event. Nevertheless, the two differences might be distinguished. First, junk, predatory, fake, vanity, and questionable events are those which take place but do not meet the standards required for scientific events. Secondly, bogus conference relates to the behavior of organizers, such as to send out invitations to collect the registration fee, but the event itself does not take place. In example, Without any explanation, the event is cancelled or not even organized at all. The registration fee is not refunded as well. Professor Eaton has identified three types of participant in fake scientific events: cognizant, pseudoscientists, and naive, the most vulnerable group of potential participants. The latter are described as inexperienced and/or young researchers seeking to be recognized within the academia, or whose abstracts have been repeatedly rejected and are tempted to present their research and present it at scientific events, even without realizing it is a fake scientific event. Furthermore, with a reference to the qualities inherent to cognizant researchers, these researchers might be treated as the riskiest to the reputation of research credibility, because these researchers are aware of such an event and perceive their involvement in fake scientific events and/or publishing in predatory publishing houses, but we don't care to do it in deference to the quality, but we are rather quantity orientated. As we all understand, such events induce negative consequences. First of all, they now outnumber quality-driven scientific events. They degrade the quality of science itself, and they may ruin researchers' reputation even if she or he has entered such a conference by accident. After analyzing all the information that was gathered, it was established that there are three main groups of distinctive hints: thematic area, organizers, and communication. The first group of features is related to thematic area. First feature is similarity of names of events. Second is a mismatch of disciplines. For example, the research area of the invited researcher does not fully or partially correspond to the thematic area of a scientific event. Global and international format is artificially highlighted. The event is unheard of. Colleagues have never heard of it or attended it. An event scope. Many different, not necessarily interrelated disciplines at the same event. The second group of features is related to organizers of a scientific event. First feature is that the organizer is a profit-making organization but hides the nature of its business. A second is that contact information is unclear. They give priority rather to the location of event but not to academic value. They have very poor reputation. Their registration fee is unreasonably high. And they organize events at the same time at the same place of few different thematic areas. As well as they provide unreasonably fast evaluations of abstract or other submitted material for conference. The third group of features is related to communication. The first feature is that information is provided about scientific event is distributed via spam emails, or other untrusted sources. Great reputation researchers are allegedly involved. Their names are usually used as an attraction to the event. Website and email letters are formatted very primitively, as well as there is no history or archives of previous events, their participants, or editorial committees members. They use inconsistent language, so their texts are full of grammatical errors. And there is a lack information about members. As the main aim of guidelines was to be a friendly user format to ease their readability, we have decided that in order to help apply these guidelines in real-life situations, when a researcher needs to make a decision regarding participating or not participating in certain scientific event, so we decided that some additional tips and references should be provided for members of academic community. These guidelines are open to academic community and they are uploaded to our office website. Thank you for the attention and good luck in choosing high quality scientific events. If you have any questions, comments, or remarks, please do not hesitate to contact me via email.